Poor dog.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. Listen, I will feed you guys when I get back. Go back. Don't follow me. I seriously cannot. They finally stopped following me. Man, I'm really dragging today. This walk is going to end up being 14 or 15 miles for the week. Just depends whether or not I do that third mile. I'm gonna try my best to push through for the third mile. Also because coffee's at the end of it. I know I have one already, but I want a real coffee. Espresso. But yeah, I'm so exhausted because the kids were coming down with something, probably like a cold on Friday. So it was kind of a pull out sofa bed day. Both of them were super cranky, irritable, just, you know, yuck. Kieran kept like touching his throat and coughing a little bit. Thora had a bit of a runny nose. Nobody's been sleeping well. And then yesterday, they seemed like they were totally fine. Like Thora lost her voice a little bit in the morning, but by the end of the day yesterday, they seemed like they were back to normal. Like their little immune systems just kicked its butt, whatever it was. Even I was having that coming down with something feeling, but it went away by yesterday. I mean, I don't know if y'all remember the absolute Shiza show. It was last year. It seemed like we were sick every few weeks from August until February. And I mean really sick. Like, whew, it was bad. I am usually the person that never gets sick. But last year was something else, and I really attribute that to the fact that I just didn't take any supplements at all. Sorry, ADHD side quest. Cute! Who planted all of these? I'm obsessed. Can I just have a field of these that I can walk through every day? What a sweet little surprise walking up to the Starbucks. Side quest over. Let me go get my coffee and then I'll finish that thought. Anyway, as I was saying, last year I was really just kind of lazy with the supplements, and I'm pretty sure the result was us feeling like absolute shystwagons and getting sick every few weeks. Long story short, I started everyone on liposomal multivitamins and some methylated individual supplements, and we have all been handling illnesses like champs this year. Like every single time we start coming down with something, the kids have it for maybe one day. They actually respond a lot better than we do. Don't worry, I'm not going to come at you with a sponsored post. I've just always believed in the power of nutrition and your body's ability to fight things off if given the proper terrain. But yeah, enough of these ramblings. That's just my long-winded way of saying like something tried to get us, but we're all feeling better. We have to go to the property today. Some of you may already know we did purchase our first investment property while I was pregnant with Thora, and we're sadly in the process of evicting 2 tenants. One has already vacated, so that unit we need to go clean up today. It's been a long, stressful process, but we're finally coming out the other side, thankfully. We do kind of suspect drug use on the property just based on how things looked. So I did purchase a methamphetamine residue test kit, and we're going to be testing the walls before we start or take the kids inside. And then if everything's good, I'll clean up an area first, and then Cam can come with the kids. But yeah, he might be taking them to a nearby park for about the first 30 minutes while I get everything started. Espresso is awesome and totally necessary today. All right, boys, told you I'd be back. You guys have filled out quite a bit since you started eating here. Don't be greedy, Simba. So the tenant left their dogs in the yard. There's tons of shit and piss in the yard. They were not supposed to leave the dogs in the yard. This is so much worse than I thought it was gonna be. Just dogs everywhere. This is part of the problem because we're pretty sure they're doing illegal backyard breeding on our property because none of these dogs are fixed. I'm pretty sure that's a puppy and they're all very thin and emaciated. We have an open case with animal control with them. It's just nightmare, dude. Especially as someone who rescues animals, like this is nightmare fuel. What? This is so bad. Look at that imbecile dog. Oh my god. Just fucking nightmare fuel. That Poor dog.
Yeah.
There isn't even any food. Look, the dog's trying to bite at the fence.
Yep.
I can't believe people would leave animals in this type of state. This is just awful. Finally gonna move them. Not a single one of these animals is healthy. This is so fucking gross. Got my methamphetamine residue detection kit. My God, see, this is the yard. Oh my God, what the hell? Dude, why? All right. Well, at least there's no meth. How do people live like this? Like, I do not understand. You should have seen how immaculate this unit was when we bought it. Okay, I am looking everywhere, and it appears that the roaches probably came in when Kameron opened the door, because I don't see them in the bedrooms at all. This seems to be the cleanest of the rooms, so I'm gonna start here. Gloves. Let's start. Okay, I did not film me cleaning this room because I had to speed clean, because Cam went to Home Depot to pick up some more cleaning supplies that we desperately need for this job. And then he's picking up some lunch for the kids. This looks a million times better than it was when I started. So we are gonna have the kids in here. We have the tablet, they can watch Bluey. They're gonna eat lunch, and Cam's gonna keep an eye on them while I go and start scrubbing some other places. And then we'll switch off, like when one of us needs a break. We did bring our steam cleaner, so I did the major disinfecting, the main cleanup, and while he's in here with the kids, he is gonna do some steam cleaning of some areas, just for extra cleanage. This is the other bedroom, and similarly to the one I just cleaned, it just has gum stuck everywhere, which is disgusting. Why would you do that? I honestly don't even think I'm gonna get to this part of the unit today, especially with the kids here. This might be a 2-day job. I thought it was just gonna be a couple of hours, but we're gonna have to get it as clean as we can possibly get it, and then hire somebody to come spray for the cockroaches. It's so fucking gross. I will never question ever again whether or not I'm a messy or dirty person after seeing this. This is pretty freaking bad considering how wonderful the condition was when we bought the place. Cleanest room in the house right now. Get started on cleaning this out. Ugh. I don't even know how I got this wall as clean as it is. How the hell did shit get up there? Ugh. I am not gonna be a fan of doing this wall or this corner. Poor Cam, he's doing the real dirty work. Good, doing your ABCs, bud. And go back in your room with brother, okay? All right, it came off. Okay, this is looking a lot better already. I'm sweating bullets. Surprisingly, the kids are really behaving quite well. I think they're just a little freaked out about like, what is this weird place we're in? They're just kind of staying in that room that I cleaned. Okay, this corner, probably one of the nastiest corners in the house, surprisingly. Not even the bathroom's this bad. Oh man. All right. I think that's the cleanest. I'm gonna get that corner. God, here we go. Let's just go all in. Okay, this is about the cleanest I can get it. There was tons of gum stuck to the windowsill and all over the walls here, and unfortunately it ripped up some of the paint, so we're gonna have to have somebody come paint, but it is a far cry from how disgusting it was earlier. We're gonna have to call it a day though, otherwise we're gonna be here for another 3 hours. We got these 2 rooms, this hallway, and then the really disgusting front yard all cleaned up. Cam, I'm impressed. So we were at the unit cleaning for 5 hours. 5 hours. We originally thought we were going to be there for like 2. The weird part is that when I was editing the footage of the apartment, you could not see just how filthy it was. Like, the camera did not pick it up. So I almost feel like it looks like I'm overreacting, but if you had been there, you would have been disgusted right alongside me. We do have an update on the animal control situation. I never realized how unreliable animal control can be, because we've had this case for a while and it took them forever to go out there to investigate. They're like, okay, we'll put you in the queue, basically. And then when they went out there, I guess the really skinny dog, they didn't see that dog and they said, well, we didn't really see anything, but we'll issue them a citation for not having licenses. And we're like, licenses for what? Like for the dogs or for breeding? Because... So Kameron contacted them again today to give them an update and tell them about the emaciated dog that had like the sores all over him, because that dog apparently looked a lot worse to Kameron this time that we visited than the last time he was there. And the animal control officer that's on our case was like, okay, send me pictures and videos, but they have to be from today for me to be able to go out there and investigate. I'm like, what kind of rule is that? Like, they were from yesterday. Our videos and pictures are from yesterday, but you're not going to go investigate unless that video is from today. Honestly, just sound like somebody not wanting to do their job. Meanwhile, those poor animals are suffering and I don't know what to do. Like, we can't take them because that would be theft. And then the lawyers have their own concerns, right? That we have an open eviction case happening right now. So it's like we have to tread lightly, because in California there's a lot of pro-tenant laws, but looking at that dog yesterday and the state of everything, like, I can't understand how anyone could be on that tenant's side, because that was absolutely foul. I've never seen animal abuse and neglect that close up before in my life. I've seen animals in poor shape at shelters, but I've never seen them in the environment that they've been taken from, you know? I want those dogs taken from them, because they're not taking care of those dogs. I'm wondering, like, how are you acquiring all these dogs? Because the little German Shepherd was new. Kameron said that one, he didn't see that last time. The Golden Doodle, they were literally trying to sell the Golden Doodle on the phone while Kameron was there. I try to be nice, but I will say there's a special place in hell for people like these tenants. So if you remember from the cleaning portion of the vlog, there was a shot of the backyard briefly with all that junk. There was a fence separating the 2 yards and they tore it down, and mother's stuff infiltrated into that other yard, and they were supposed to have that all cleaned up and put the fence back up on the 1st, and they didn't do it. So I don't know when we're going to be going back there, but it does need to be soon. We have to finish cleaning and then figure out what we're going to do regarding putting the fence back up and removing all of that junk. We didn't get this on film, but Kameron fixed a bunch of holes in the kitchen. He told me it's just covered in grease, so apparently I didn't see that. That's going to be lots of fun. The bathroom didn't look too bad, strangely, when I was doing the walkthrough. It also looks like for some reason the tenant ripped out the weather seal from the bottom of the front door of the unit, so there was a big crack allowing bugs in. And there was a lot of evidence of a lot more people living there than just 2 people. Looked like people were probably sleeping in the living room because they covered up all the windows with cardboard to keep it dark. And there was like press-on nails everywhere in the apartment. Like, sorry to anyone that likes press-on nails. I don't like finding them in places, you know, and then they're dirty, you know, it's ugh. What else? There were popsicle sticks and sucker sticks shoved inside of like baseboards. Why wouldn't you just put that in the trash? Sorry. I don't understand. I don't understand the gum thing, sticking them on the windowsills, on the walls. There was gum on the floor. We had to scrape it off the floor. I don't want to know how much gum there is in that apartment, but it was disgusting. We're going to have to replace all the blinds because They're filthy. Oh, and then I found some cigarette butts in that room that was the really dirty one that you guys saw me cleaning. I found them like shoved inside of the windowsill. Cigarette butts. Yeah. Before Cam locked up, he went through with some roach spray just as a preliminary. I mean, obviously we're going to have professionals come out because there's an attic and there's a whole like ventilation system that needs to be properly dealt with. But, you know, just so hopefully there won't be as many creepy crawlies the next time we go. Let me tell you, all night last night, I could not sleep very well because I kept having nightmares about roaches everywhere. I was so terrified that I was going to accidentally bring some home with us, but we were very thorough and made sure nothing crawled into anything. Ugh. Needless to say, as soon as we got home, I shoved all of our laundry in the wash. All of us took a bath and washed all our hair and everything, like just washed really, really well. And then everything that we took into the apartment, I sanitized today because I just, ugh. Anyway, this vlog is getting way too long. I am exhausted. I'm sure we're gonna have another video of us doing some insane cleaning at the apartment because the saga is not over yet. And it won't be over for a while. I'm really hoping I can find a babysitter to stay at our house with the kids next time we go out there. Yeah, I was not expecting it to be that bad. Anyway, sorry this has been such a long vlog. I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.